Hey guys, and welcome to Girls Frontline 2. Let's take a look at Florence's kit and the rest of the update. All the details are actually here after the translation. So this is the Bellin Island Shelter broadcast. This is episode 22. So new doll, legitimate wandering doctor, support class Florence PA-15. So the bear is actually called Arius. Which is actually nice that they're improving on, on summon type, what do you call this, summon type dolls. It's a shame that so far we only have one summon type doll in global, but soon we'll be having some of those arriving. So Florence is a summoner unit and provides hydro element support. So it's confirmed she is hydro, and her summon works like Papasha summon, but also can take damage for Florence. When either Florence or Arius takes damage, Arius will do a counterattack, dealing hydro damage. So I assume that the bear needs to be, it's kind of a bear or something, but Arius needs to be near enemies to do the counterattack. I presume, unless that summon has rage or whatever. So when Arius is on the field, Confectance Index will be consumed to keep it on the field. So it consumes Confectance Index. So there is an upkeep really to maintaining Arius' presence. So when Florence uses her ultimate, it deals AoE Hydro damage, resummons Arius, restores her Confectance Index. Enemies that take damage from this skill will be debuffed, increasing the Hydro damage they take. Nice. Think Springfield skill 2, but in a debuff form on enemies this time. So Springfield will have a buff. This one is going to have a debuff. So both of them could play in the same team. Interesting. Springfield and Florence. We'll go to that in a bit. So when Florence uses her skill 1, it dispels debuffs like Taunt and Flee on allies and provide a buff called Buff 1 here. So Buff 1 will consume a fixed amount of HP from affected allies in exchange for a damage buff. Will consume a fixed amount of HP from affected allies. So meaning she's gonna be taking HP and exchange it for their buff? Probably, because at this time Springfield and Florence will be two healers technically for that team. When the buff is active, HP loss from both this buff and in battle will increase damage dealt and hydro damage dealt, which is actually what I previously said. So interesting kit. I think that's the synergy we're looking for. Skill 2 will provide an AoE heal, dispel debuffs, and affect allies as well. So Yuzong isn't there a super healer ready in the Hydro team? Would this be two healers? So stay tuned to the release of this patch and theorycraft something out. So my guess is most probably they would need two healers because of the mechanic of losing HP while gaining a damage buff. Interesting. Kind of interesting. Okay, so Florence's signature weapon. Damage is increased for all allied summons in the field, which will benefit Springfield as well. When enemies have Hydro debuff, which will benefit Springfield and Nikita. This is going to be interesting. When enemies have Hydro debuff, Hydro damage is further increased to allies. Florence will also get a Legacy GFL1 outfit. Marvelous Yam Pastry. We actually saw this earlier. Let's go down here. There's a picture here of the skin. So this is the skin that they are referring to. Let's go back to that. So Suomi will also receive interchangeable accessory for his swimsuit, which I mentioned in the previous video. White one-piece swimsuit added with multiple variants, added jacket, SKK's jacket for Suomi to wear. Suomi swimsuit is will be permanent in the shop instead of being limited or time limited. Sorry. Added through 3 new hordes of peak value assessment. Add the same difficulty selector as expansion drills, difficulty 0 to 40. PVA hordes will be refreshed every 2 weeks. which is actually nice. Clearing a new PvA horse will provide 50 collapsed pieces. More rewards if you clear it at level 18. So added your there's an oath added to Florence, which is actually obvious because she's coming up, and added neural expansion keys to Andoris. So this is the one that I was referring to. I thought it was for Vector, but it's for Andoris. So hopefully this will make her even better. At the end of Andoris's auto turret action, if it did not deal damage, restores 2 Confectance Index to Andoris. Before auto turret deals damage to an enemy afflicted with negative charge, increase attack of the auto turret by 50%. When allies with positive charge take damage, Andoris shares up to 65% of the damage taken. Wow. So she will be kind of she's gonna be absorbing damage from other allies. So after Andoris takes damage for an ally or every stack of sensitivity existing effect in the field, Andoris recovers 0.5 of her max HP. Interesting mod key. At the end of Andoris' action, applies positive charge in the closest allied unit from Andoris in the field for 3 turns. Okay, this is interesting. She's actually very good right now, especially for your electric team, and now they're gonna be buffing her further. But we won't be getting this in global for a bit of a time, unless they put out Andoris early. Not early, but we're expecting her after the Klukai rerun. I'm not sure. I do hope that they would put the mod key right after, like for example, a few months after Andoris comes out in global. Anyway, new season of Frontline Survivors, Florence as a playable character. Phase Breakthrough Rework Part 2 will be online of the upcoming patch. EX mode will be buffed. More buffs to enemies and more debuffs to your doll. So they're gonna be increasing the difficulty for the EX mode. Added past seasons of Inverse Cipher and Simulant Exercise into the past events menu. More environmental effects like wind and fog into future battle maps. This is actually interesting because these are going to be playing into factors on what you see for the fog and probably wind for, I don't know, for more fire. Added fully voiced past doll greetings like birthdays, Christmas, New Year, etc. into the Elmo server room. Altered Gunsmoke Frontline score mechanics. When you kill the boss, you will instantly get the maximum possible score. No need to show mercy until turn 7 anymore. Added platoon chat system. This is actually nice. We've been waiting for this for a while, and I hope this feature comes early to global. These from year to year, they could roll this out early. The one that I'm asking for is the platoon chat, because this helps a lot. I don't have to maintain, our Discord chat right now. We could go straight to the platoon chat system. So improved aiming and boundary push. Yui's outfit. Miracle Sweetheart figurine announced. So there's a figurine for Yui's outfit. So I think this is the one. So there's a figurine coming out for this. Let's go through the stuff here. So again, this is Florence. Sorry, I call this a bear, but looks like a bear. Kind of a bear, but this is more of a blind bear. Head is covered. And okay, this is the weapon. And we have the skin for Florence. Then we have Suomi's interchangeable skin. I just wish they just added this to the existing, the existing swimsuit, so that we could, just invest in accessories, not another skin. And this is the mod key for Andoris. So hopefully this will come early to global as well. So small Q&A stop, setting up the plot. Let's pad out 45 knee already. Okay, not sure what this is, and not sure what these are. Okay. Anyway, so those are the, the summary, and hopefully some of the quality of life here goes directly to global, and we won't wait for this anymore. Probably a few months down the line. Hopefully it could arrive, and I think next one is going to be a skill PV or a PV for Florence. So watch out for that. I'm gonna be, having that in the channel as well. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Comment down in the comment section. Take care. This is the Warden, and I'm out of here.